Hi guys, welcome. Okay, I am here for the final live stream of the day. I'm gonna just find it on here. There we go. Got it. Okay, first person we have here is Malika General. If you're not with anyone right now, you have a soulmate relationship coming in. Ace of Cups is here, and it could have long-term potential. It may be with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, but you also have a Capricorn around you. So you may have a couple of options. There's success around love coming in. Listen to your intuition. You're definitely going to have choices. Not bad. Maya. Uh, will NB take action towards me? Okay, let's see. Will NB take action towards me? Mm-hmm. 70% chance, yes. You should see action. Mishante General. Got some good luck coming in. Coming to a time of good luck. Persistency pays off. And if you're not with anyone right now, you've got a Capricorn coming in. If you are with someone right now, then there's a Capricorn coming in that's significant. For whatever the reason, somebody of significance comes in, Capricorn. Any disappointments, tower moments, betrayals, arguments, fights, that all moves into the past. Moving forward, you do have a new love interest if you're not with anyone right now. Life changes for the better for you quickly, and your intuition is enhanced. So listen to it. Sarah. If I do success manifestation for a certain situation, will it work in my favor, and will it work fast? I get a 33% chance yes. The thing is that like once you start saying like you need something to work fast, or it has to work fast, or I want to be successful, like all that kind of puts up resistance. So it's kind of like putting it out into the universe and letting it go makes it come faster. The need makes it take a long time. It's yeah, it's and then it depends on the situation, but I don't think it's going to happen as fast as you wanted to. Mustafa. I don't see it yet, so let me do red. A lot happened today. Any insight is helpful. I'm staying grounded and clear, but it's a lot. Okay, since I have no idea what happened, it's going to be hard for me to give you insight because I don't know what we're talking about. So, I mean, I can just tell you what the cards say, but it's like the cards have so many different interpretations. And, well, some of them are pretty to the point. Okay, well, okay, so whatever the situation is, the cards indicate it's slow and steady was the race. So I wouldn't make any rash decisions. I would just kind of take it on a day-by-day basis, maybe even on an hour-by-hour basis. Six of Wands is in reverse, which would indicate that you're not feeling successful right now, or success is a ways off. Two of Wands, not being prepared. Eight of Pentacles in reverse is whatever the situation entails or whoever's involved, one or more than one of the people involved are not putting in enough effort. They're not trying. Eight of Pentacles in reverse is being lackadaisical, not putting any effort, kind of being lazy. Two of Pentacles in reverse, balance is not being restored to this situation quickly. So things will be out of balance. Things do feel stuck, and eventually somebody or something will move on from this situation. But that's really the best that I can do when I don't know exactly what we're talking about. Mustafa. Miriam and I belong to different sects of the same religion. What would Miriam do if once we started dating, I very gently tried converting her to my religion? Well, it shows at first she may be on board with it, starts a new journey. She's persistent. She's okay with it, but then she may turn and walk away from it. I would, well, you know what? I would try to just have a conversation with her about it rather than trying to convert her like in a manipulative way. But I would wait until you get to where you got to be. You know, like you might not need her to convert right away. Red, how's Jay been feeling no contact? Um, well, things may kind of be stagnant for a while. You got the Hangman here. You have indecision around the situation. Six of Swords is somebody's moving on, moving away. And then Eight of Wands is like things are stuck. Things are not changing quickly. So you might have to give the situation a little bit of time. Just maybe stagnant. Thing is that whenever a crisis happens in a relationship, usually the woman wants to fix it immediately, and usually the guy is just like, he could care less. Like he'll fix it when he's good and ready. It's really frustrating, but you kind of can't force it. It just kind of has to happen on its own. Yeah. Gabby, how does BJ feel about me? Thinks that you're very passionate, hardworking, grounded, stable, loyal, very intelligent, spontaneous. Intelligent comes up again, or smart, very smart, well educated, attractive, hardworking, and that you're always moving ahead. You're always looking to better yourself. You don't stay stagnant for long. I think this person thinks pretty highly of you. Lost my whole storage terrain. My ex-husband threatened to disown his own kids. Oh my God. So frustrating. Priscilla, what's coming towards me in love? I'm single. Okay. Eight of Wands. Things should change for the better quickly. Next relationship you enter with somebody who puts in as much effort as you do, and it may be an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Death card, growth and transformation comes after you meet this person. Success comes in around it. So I think it's going to happen relatively soon. I would say before the end of the year. I think it's an air sign. Six of Pentacles, like, you don't know how, I mean, like, that to me is such a great card to get because it's like two people that are both working towards the same goal, or they're both putting in enough effort. So, that's excellent. Adriana, is the job in Spain for me? Wow. Okay, let's see. could be. You had 70% chance yes with the aces, but you also have a wish around the situation. So if you are hoping to get it, you could get it. That would be nice, right? That would be very interesting. T. Yvette, General for me and Leo. He may be feeling a little bit undecided and things may be a little stuck right now. Here's your fire sign, Leo. Listen to your intuition. I wouldn't try to force anything. Just let things play out on their own, and they will. Divine timing will push this situation forward. And you should start to see a little bit more out of him. Six of Pentacles. Excellent. Six of Pentacles is both people are working on the relationship. It's not just one person doing all the work. Lydia, I like to hear it from you. Will you go step it up? Okay, let's see. Will you go step it up? Yeah, okay, you got two aces and the Sun card. There's really no better card than the Sun. Lover's card would have been better, but the Sun card is like happiness comes into the situation. I think he's going to step it up. Urieli, General between me and KR, no contact. There's a little bit of indecision around this situation, so you may not get contact right away. I don't know if you guys had a fight. If you guys did have a fight, it's moving into the past. If you didn't, there could be an argument that comes in when you do speak. So there may be indecision around the situation, but at a certain point, things will move forward. Hangman's in reverse, and you see justice. Listen to your intuition. If this is somebody from your past, they are coming back. It just may take time. Might not happen as fast as you want it to. Sepia, does Rommel take me serious? Two aces, 70% chance, yes. I think he might just be a little cautious just because of things that he's gone through. But I do think he takes you serious. Sepia, career. You might be walking away from something that no longer serves you. Eight of Cups. It might not be a bad thing. You got good luck around you. You got the Ten of Pentacles, which could be a large sum of money coming your way. And being prepared. You have a wish when it comes to career. So you might be deciding on, now it might not happen today or tomorrow, but you may be feeling like leaving your current career for something else. Maybe something that speaks a little bit more to you, towards your soul. And if you do, it would be successful. Even if you don't do it right away, like maybe it's not until next year. Seven of Pentacles in reverse indicates finally seeing the fruits of your labor come into fruition. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if you change jobs or change careers altogether. Seven of Cups, you're going to have choices and there is strength around you. You may be feeling weighed down by the weight of the world on your shoulders, but pretty soon you're going to have opportunity to change things up or add something to. Maybe that's it. Maybe you decide to add something that's all your own. You know, like you may have a job that you have to do every day, but then there may be like a labor of love that you turn into a business on the side that brings in extra money. It may be slow and steady, but it could be your passion, and eventually it would bring in substantial money. I don't know if you feel like starting a side business, but it may be something like that. Maybe you do stay at your current job and you do something different on the side. Either way, it looks like there are other opportunities coming in. Eight of Cups, though, is walking away from something that no longer serves you. Like you may feel like, I don't want to do this anymore, like whatever it is. You could be looking into a whole new career altogether. T. Yvette, general for me in the Sag. If you haven't seen or spoken to him, you should be hearing from him out of the blue or running into him. Things should start to move forward a little bit more, or you should be spending more time together. There's success around your relationship with him. But you're going to have choices. You are going to have choices. I mean, you got the love interest card around the two of you. So things could move forward, but if he doesn't step up fast enough, somebody else may catch your eye and you may go in a different direction. You got a couple of other people around you besides him. Adriana, any news? Six of Pentacles. So this is just general, right? This is usually speaks of a work relationship where you're getting better compensated or you're being appreciated more. Perseverance could take you to a new journey. And you're no longer feeling like you're stuck, but feels like life is moving forward and the world is at your feet. Not bad. Tara, would Piyush want to see me again after Sunday? Yeah, I think so. Yep. Deb, general for the week. Life moves forward slow and steady this week. You could have a creative project that you're putting a lot of effort into. Peace and serenity comes into your life, and a spiritual practice of some type may bring peace. It looks like you could be spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Fool is here, which means you could be beginning a new journey. Seven of Cups, you may have some choices this week. Laying down the law, setting up boundaries could call in a soulmate relationship that might be with a Libra. Mustafa. He said if I try converting Miriam to my religion, she'll go with it and be persistent at first, and then she'll go back. Why is this? She may decide that she doesn't want to convert. There's being unprepared and feeling unsuccessful around converting. She might not resonate with her when she gets into it. She may feel like this isn't for me. Sepia, Rommel, and I. Things look like they're starting to get a little bit more stable. You got the King of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles, which is stability. Chariot, things move forward. The Judgment card, being at the right place at the right time, brings in celebration and good luck around this situation. I'm not seeing a whole lot of love here right now, but that's okay because it's still relatively new. The Sun is here, which means happiness is on its way. It's in reverse. It's going to take a minute, but things are, I think, are heading in the right direction. They're starting to stabilize. They're starting to move forward, and happiness is coming. Beautiful one. General love for the week. feeling prepared, listen to your intuition. You got long-term potential coming in this week, possibly with an air sign that comes in out of the blue, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You also have a Taurus here. So if you're not with anyone right now, you've got a couple of options coming in this week, for sure. Sango, does Rory the Virgo miss me? Yes, I got 33% chance. Yes, he does miss you. Sepia, love. You've got success around love. Walking away from something that no longer serves you brings in other choices. So moving forward, even if we weren't talking about the new guy that's around you, you do have other people around you as well. Water sign comes in, and also a fire sign. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Pisces, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Love cup is full. You are heading towards all 10 cups being full. It may not feel like it right now, but you're on your way. Hang in there. Hey, I'm this fucking year. I feel like every time I say that, I want to punch myself in the throat. It's like good things are coming. Good things are coming. Fucking when? Oh my God. Deb, general love. Feeling prepared. You know, you may be at a point in your life where you're like laying down the law, setting up boundaries, and you're not standing for bullshit. And you know what? That's good, because that pushes your love life forward, brings in a new beginning with long-term potential. It could be with, you have a Libra around you, you have a Pisces around you. Gabby, what am I not paying attention to that needs it? Well, interesting. But look what comes up. The Four of Cups, which is like there's an offer in front of you that you're not seeing. So there's something in front of you that you're not paying attention to that needs your attention. So this is like, this usually has to do with an offer of some type. It's cups. It could be something to do with a love interest. It could also be like you might have a skill that you have that you could make extra money on the side doing, and you haven't made the connection, like, hey, I'm really good at this, I could turn it into a side business. It could be just about anything, but the Four of Cups indicates it's something around you, something that you do, it's in your everyday life, but you're just not seeing it. You know, it would be also like, it also could be like, I mean, if you were single, I would say it would be a love interest that's in your world that you just have no idea has a crush on you. I mean, your life is moving forward with the Chariot, and you have financial stability coming in. And also the Knight of King of Pentacles kind of reiterates that. So I'm thinking that it's a skill or something that you have that you could be put to good use that could make you extra money on the side. And I mean, it's probably something you do every day and you don't even realize that it's a skill. It's just something that comes like, it's just something that you do. Like, for example, when my car broke down, right, and I'm on the side of the road and it's late and there's like nobody to call, and I Google, right? And the check engine light was blinking, which I'd never seen before. Googled it. It said, do not drive, whatever. Okay, so I Googled, what does the blinking light mean, or whatever I Googled, brought me to a website, Just Ask. Now, Just Ask, you can ask any question you want. You have to pay a membership, but they give you like a week trial for like $5. But they connect you, like they connected me with a Volkswagen technician that I could text the problem to, that I could ask him at that moment, can I drive this car or does it need to be towed? Now, I'm willing to pay $5 for that, right? And then it also asks if you want to give him a tip. So I gave him a tip. It cost me $10. I would rather spend $10 to get that question answered immediately than ruin the car, right? So, and that website is not just for Volkswagen technicians, it's for anything. So you could get into something like that and you answer it. It comes like a text message. And it's like nothing. It's like this guy repairs Volkswagens all day. He knows it off like the back of his hand. He answers the question, he makes $10. That to me is a pretty good service, and you can do it from anywhere. You could be out to dinner and answer the fucking question. You know what I mean? So it could be something like that that's in front of you that you haven't seen yet or you haven't made the connection to. Anyhow, it'll present itself. Rosie, October general, what's coming in? Good luck. You got good luck coming in. You've got some good karma coming back to you. You've got growth and transformation. You could be spending a lot of time with a Virgo. If not, if it's not a Virgo, that also could be taking time, turning in, spending alone time with yourself, figuring out what you need, and like self-care, you know. Hangman in reverse. Life starts to move forward quickly. Chariot echoes that. Four of Pentacles, financial stability. It should be a pretty decent month for you. Tarot, what does Eric think I'm doing in Miami? Well, Eight of Pentacles would be working or studying or going back to school or learning some kind of a new skill, work related. That's what my guess would be, that he would think that you went to Miami for something work related, and that you're very persistent, and it has something to do with money and finances. Yeah, starting a new beginning. Starting a new beginning. Eight of Pentacles is usually going back to school, but it could be learning a new skill of some type. It could be anything that has to do with business, school, or whatever it is that you do all day. That's where what he thinks brought you there. Mustafa, I don't see the question yet, so let me do Ronnie, spiritual update. Don't be afraid to take a break. Disconnect. If you feel like you might need a break, if things start to get a little bit intense, don't be afraid to like kind of back off of like the whole spiritual thing. Take a break, cleanse your energy, and just, you know, shut everything down for a day or so if you need to. It looks like you got Temperance here, which could be needing to have a little bit more patience with yourself. But it also means like balance. So you may have to balance like all of this information that you're downloading or that you're getting or that you're picking up and dealing with the regular world. You have the Wheel of Fortune, so you have some good luck. You also have Justice, good karma is coming to you. Your intuition is definitely heightened, and you might start like hearing like voices and clairvoyance and all that stuff, and it may get a little bit intense. Being at the right place at the right time may also enhance it. Like there may be a place that you go, a church, a park, that just seems to bring this stuff out. Don't be afraid to take time away if you need to, you know, and just kind of shut it down or veg out and watch a movie or something that just kind of like shuts it off for a minute, especially if the voices get too loud. I get the voices sometimes where I can't hear what they're saying, but it sounds like it sounds like you know, like when you're at a concert but before the show starts and you can't really make out what anyone's saying, but you just hear like noise and people talking. Sometimes I get that, and sometimes it's hard to quiet that. Anyhow, you're growing by leaps and bounds, but sometimes it can be a little intense and heavy. Gabby, when will we return to the office and will we alternate? Okay. Yeah, you are going to alternate when you're going to return to the office. Could be within the next 4 weeks. Ronnie, Um, oh, one for Mel, okay. Sango. I don't see it yet, so let me do Tara. What would P's family want after meeting me? They may take some time. They may first feel a little bit disappointed, or you may be feeling disappointed. There's disappointment around the situation initially, but then things start to move forward slow and steady, and happiness comes out. And whatever the situation is, it moves forward towards financial stability or towards stability. So it might not happen overnight. Mustafa. If Miriam and I got serious romantically and close to getting engaged, if I told her I will respect her beliefs and let her practice her religion, but the kids follow me, will she accept? Okay, let's see. I think she will. Yeah. Kiki, Zach's feelings for me. Thinks that you're spontaneous, creative, well-balanced, serene, peaceful, attractive, nurturing, grounded, down to earth. He's got a lot of respect for you. Six of Pentacles. And he's returning. Six of Cups. He's showing back up. Kira, general for the rest of the week. The rest of the week seems to go by pretty quickly. Knight of Swords, you may run into somebody you haven't seen in a while. You could hear from someone you haven't seen in a while, or you may get a message from somebody. Six of Swords. Ooh, excuse me. That could be planning a trip to water, by water, or around water, or it could be moving forward to greener pastures. Balance comes in before the end of the week. You might be feeling like, well, you may not be holding yourself back. Could be hanging out with the Taurus sometime this week and being at the right place at the right time. Or divine timing comes in around whatever situation. It could be the divine timing comes in around that person that you haven't seen or spoken to in a while. That usually takes divine timing to make stuff like that happen. Kira, general love. You've got a couple of things happening. You may be walking away from something that no longer serves you because you might feel like it's disappointing. And it looks like if you did walk away from something, a new journey will begin. It pushes your love life forward quickly. You've got here an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You got the sun coming out over your love life. You got another Virgo here too. You got some options coming in. A Sagittarius, a Capricorn. You're going to have choices and you're going to have decisions to make when it comes to love. And you might have to make a decision as to whether or not you walk away from things that no longer serve you. Maybe you're not, maybe you don't. Maybe you're happy where you are right now. You know, sometimes these readings, like it might not be something that happens today. It could be 3 weeks from now. Mustafa. Will I get more money from unemployment soon? I applied. Okay. Yes, you should. Sue, will I score 520 or above on my exam? Okay. Yes, you should. Yep. Mustafa. You said the parents of my future wife will give me a hard time when they meet me and I'll be heartbroken, but eventually they open up to me and accept me. What will be their issue at first? They're undecided. I don't think it has to do with you personally. I think it has more to do with Like, I don't think it's that they don't like you so much. I think they give you a hard time because they want what's best for their daughter. And there may have been like sketchy men around her in the past. And they want to make sure that she's not getting involved with somebody who's sketchy or, you know, doesn't do the right thing by her. So they come down on you hard when they first meet you, but it doesn't seem to last that long. They're undecided, but you seem to get through pretty quickly and things turn around. And when things move forward, they move forward slow and steady, but you kind of prove yourself quickly and it kind of alleviates their worry. Oriella, how is Ethan feeling in his new daycare? I'm stressed out about the daycare thing, I gotta tell you that. All right, how's he feeling in his new daycare? I think he's doing well in it. He feels balanced, he feels stable, he feels respected, or he feels heard. I think that you made a good decision with this one. Three of Cups is like celebration. Yeah, I think he feels good. Eve, working hard to keep my house, doing manifestation work, and so worried that I'll be on the street with my girls. The dad is dying for me to fold, but my strength is always overcome. But now I don't feel so strong. Okay, let's see. You got the sun here. You don't have anything to worry about. You're gonna be just fine. I don't think you're gonna fold. I think you're gonna be fine. You got this. The sun card. It would indicate happiness is coming out over your life. I would say I don't know the whole story, or I don't remember if you told me because for some reason, I can't remember one to the next. They just kind of go fast for me. I forget them. But if this is like a situation where you're worried that like you're falling behind in the mortgage and that kind of thing, now is the perfect time to use COVID to your advantage and tell them that like everybody's been out of work, everything has been upside down. They're supposed to be giving you a little bit longer, or you shouldn't be getting into such trouble. You should be able to work something out. So I would call them up and try to use it to your advantage. To my understanding, some banks are better than others, but I would just do whatever you can. I do think, yeah, I do the private readings. The prices, sale prices, I don't remember. They're on the community page um, for this week. I put them up earlier. Um, I would, with the Sun card and two aces, I would say you're staying in that house, but I would still call the mortgage company and see what you can do about working out something. You should be able to. Maria, general love. You may be feeling a little bit disrespected, uprooted, unbalanced, brokenhearted, but that's going to move into the past. Negativity moves into the past, and you're going to have some choices coming in. Seven of Cups. Got a Libra here. You also have a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Walking away from things that no longer serve you, slow and steadily bring in new opportunities. You have a Virgo here as well. You might be undecided. You might not know who you like better or who you like worse or who you're attracted to, but there's new energy coming in all around you, and I think you're going to have choices. Ah, Kiki. When I post the post, he deletes. Am I just crazy? When I post, he posts. Wait a second. When I post, he posts. He deletes too. Am I just crazy? Okay, let me see. No, you and him have a nice connection, and very well balanced, or balance is going to come back to the situation. You have a wish and a love interest around the situation. You are not crazy. You're not crazy. He may be crazy, but you're not. Oh, what the heck am I? Oh, there we go. Slovo. Will Diamant still? Why is Diamant still not talking to Mila? Okay, Three of Cups is in reverse. First card would indicate that they think there's a third party involved in this situation, so they've lost interest or they're not putting in any effort. Now, that's things I think are going to get ironed out because we got the Fool card here, which they should start a new journey together. Right now, they may have a big, huge miscommunication about a third party that might not even exist. Okay, listen to your intuition, or they got to listen to their intuition a little bit more, and make a decision to have a conversation about this. I think it's a huge misunderstanding. I don't think there's a third party, but I think he might think that there is. Kiki, did the universe hear my prayers and wishes? Absolutely. Three aces. Kiki, any timing on the return? Do I still have longer to wait? I feel like we're all like just sitting in quicksand this whole year. All right, let's see. Um, five. The five could be 5 days, 5 weeks, October 5th, or the diamonds would be sometime this winter, but it's relatively soon in the scheme of things. You know how I feel about timing. It sucks, but I just feel like nothing, like everything is like just stagnant. Nothing is moving. You're going to hear from him or run into him or something's going to happen, but it's just like I feel like it was like running through quicksand. Like the whole year has been like that. Oriella, what field should I do in my career? I got to know what it is that you do or what you want to do. I can't just pull a career out of the air. I don't know. I need to know, like, do you want to be an accounting versus a lawyer? I can tell you which one would come up higher. So if you send it with purple hearts. Flower, what was Lillian feeling about me today? Um, all right, I don't know where you are in the situation with this person, but the Two of Pentacles in reverse and Lovers in reverse and Justice in reverse would indicate feeling either disconnected, feeling unbalanced, and unjust. Thing is that it does show that there is happiness around the situation. So it just could have been an off day today. Um, you got the Sun card here, which is happiness, but then the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups would be that somebody walks away from this situation. So what he was feeling today may have been a little bit off. It may have been a funky day. Things may go back to normal tomorrow or later on in the week. But this week, I mean, today it looked a little bit out of balance, a little bit disconnected, and a little bit like unjust, like not great karma or disconnected kind of a feeling. Um, Samantha, why hasn't the Pisces made contact? Okay, so this is what comes up around the Pisces. Not putting in any effort, not pursuing, not persevering. Feels like the weight of the world is on their shoulders. And the Five of Cups is like feeling regretful, feeling negative, feeling pessimistic. So this Pisces is like a little bit of a disaster. Tower moment in reverse isn't a huge disaster, but they could be going through something personal on their end, and that's why they haven't reached out, or they just may be wrapped up in themselves, and they're not really thinking too much about anybody else. Princess Tiana. Energy between me and Jay, we're both Geminis. Well, it's a little bit undecided. Okay, so I mean, two Geminis. Gemini is known for not being decisive and being all over the place. Now we have two of them, but there's indecision. The thing is, the Hermit is here, so the Hermit would indicate taking time to figure out what it is that you need for yourself, spending time like in quiet contemplation alone. So I would say that the energy right now is like undecided, unclear, and you both may need to think about things. Think about what you guys want in the future for yourselves together and for yourselves apart. You know, like what I need for myself that has nothing to do with anybody else. Energy is a little bit undecided. That's the best way I can say it. Okay. Oriella. Okay, so you're an IT technician. So I can't, I don't know, like, where I don't know anything about that field. So I don't know, I can't tell you what to do with your career. I can only tell you, like, if you were to say to me, should I stay in IT or should I leave this job and go work at a bank? Then I could weigh banking versus IT. But I don't know I don't know anything about that job, so I can't really answer it. I could tell you if it's moving forward or if you're going to leave it, but I can't really tell you how to progress it because I don't know. All right, let's see what the cards say. Okay, the cards indicate, this is what the cards say, that you're going to be getting more respect and better compensated at whatever it is that you're doing right now. So you don't have to worry about that. You're not stagnant. You're being respected. You are going to be acknowledged for your hard work, and you will be better compensated. The sun comes out over your current job. However, Eight of Cups is here. You might not stay there forever. You might leave. At some point, you may be like, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. And you may start a new journey. What that new journey is could be something a little bit more creative. You do have a wish, put it out into the universe. You know, you might come to a point in your life where you're like, you know what? I've made good money in this field. It's what I've done for the last X amount of years, but I would really like to, and then something creative. I don't know, make fruit baskets, make tie-dyed outfits, whatever it is. And you may make a decision to leave what you're doing for something more creative. It might not happen right now, though. It might not happen for a few years, but that's what the cards are indicating. Kiki, is Zach still away at school? Yes, I do think he's away at school. Oriella, I worked as an IT as a system technician until I was laid off due to COVID. Should I change something different or stay in the same field? See, that's very interesting because I feel like COVID gave a lot of people the opportunity to not have to go back. So if this is not something that burns passionately in your blood, you might be going more for something creative. Something creative. I don't know what you do creatively, but you know, a Page of Cups is a creative project. So it may be the kind of thing like, I don't want to go back to that. I want to make jewelry, or you know what I mean? And who knows if you open up a store on Etsy and you're selling jewelry. It looks like you're going to be going to something more creative. Now, are you going to go back to IT right now? Let's ask. Have you been worried about it, there's worry around it. There's worry around it, but you got a 70% chance, yes, you are going back. So you might not be ready to make the move. It's interesting because so many people have been ripped from their job, right? Where they would never have made the decision to not do it, right? I'm in the same position. I'm in the same exact position. Do I go back to yoga and pay for daycare, which is pretty much going to cost me what I make teaching yoga? Or do I just not go back to yoga? Like, I have one class right now, but my brother is going back to work and he's not going to be able to babysit for free, so I'm going to have to pay someone. So is it worth it? So, like, these are the questions that are coming up for a lot of people. It's like if COVID didn't hit, nobody, not nobody, because people get laid off, people change jobs, people, but a lot of us were forced out and disconnected from what we were doing. And now it's really the opportunity as to whether or not are we going back to our old lives or are we going to pursue something different. I mean, it's a choice that you will have to make. The cards indicate that you're not ready to make that choice or it worries you, which I totally get because me too. I'm not the kind of person that turns down work. I never turn down work. But it's gonna cost me, for me to teach a class, right? That's 1 hour. It takes me, I'm gonna have to pay for about 3 hours of daycare. Is it worth it? Not really. But is it worth it to break up the time so that Avery is not just stuck with me all day, every day? It's something to think about. But I totally get so many people that are in this situation. Like the restaurant closed. Do I want to go back and still be a chef? I feel like for a lot of us, no matter how much we love our jobs, and my dad used to say to me, if you love what you do for a living, you'll never work a day in your life. He's an artist. That's what he does. And I love yoga, but when you do what you love all day long, it becomes a job. And I found that I wasn't really taking any yoga classes. I was only teaching them. And, and then it's like it becomes a job. And then you kind of like, I think anything you do for too long, you want to change. Like I remember working at A&P because I had to work holidays and you couldn't get to the bathroom. Sometimes it was too busy. You couldn't drink coffee unless you were on a break. So when I started working in an office, I was like, oh my God, I could have a phone call. I could have a cup of coffee. I could go to the bathroom whenever I want. I thought it was great. 3 months sitting at a desk and I was like, oh my God, I couldn't wait to get into the store at night because I could talk to people. I could move around. I could stand up. I wasn't chained to a desk. So sometimes we just need a break. We need to change. And maybe time. But I do think you're going back. I think you are. Kiki, what did Casey think of me today? Thinks that you're very stable, grounded, happy. Cause for celebration, very creative. Like this would be happy, celebratory, intuitive, kind, interesting, hardworking, and stable. Jess. Merrick, like both me and Marilyn. Okay, it says, Merrick like both me and Marilyn? Yep. Eli, what feelings does A have for me? Thinks that you're very intelligent and very successful. That's a big thing. That impresses this person. Thinks that you're grounded, down to earth, but also thinks that you're creative, kind-hearted, loving. Um, thinks highly of you, has a lot of respect for you. I think he looks at you as a loyal friend. Kiki. Did he see any of my Instagram posts and his reaction? Okay. Okay, 33% chance yes. So he's probably seen something, right? Maybe he hasn't seen them all. His reaction is he really liked them. Love cup is full. He's got a wish around the situation. He was impressed. Ram. Is it a good idea that I'm setting up my office at home? Yeah, I think so. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Yep. Slobo. Is or will Diamant ever talk to me again? Tamila, like I can call or text. Wait a second. Is or will Diamant ever talk to me again? Okay. Will he ever talk to you again or talk to Mila again? I think he does talk to Mila again. Let me see. Is he ever going to talk to me again? Yes, you got success around this situation. Jalen, how does he feel about the third party versus me? Oh, here we go with the third party questions. If you put yourself in this kind of a situation, you're always going to come up short. Um, you can't compare yourself to anyone else because the way the energy works, it puts you, makes your vibration lower. Like it makes you less important than them when you compare yourself to somebody else. Um, it's like, who do you like better, your mom or your dad? Who do you like better, your brother or your sister? How do you feel about your brother versus your sister? Right? It's like you can't really say anything. Like you don't really know. Like I have plenty of friends. Do I like one more than the other? Do I feel differently? Some people I feel like I can talk to more frankly. Some people I feel like I don't, they're a little more judgmental and I don't want to tell them everything. But for the most part, you can't really weigh one person against the other. When you start to do that, it becomes a situation that's like me versus her. Who do you like better? Who's prettier? Who's smarter? Who makes the better match? And it puts you in the victim position. So what I can say is that you have a wish around the situation, but he doesn't look like he's prepared to move forward with anybody, and he has a wish in reverse not happening, and the love cup is not happening for him. So he might not really be looking to move forward with anybody at this point. Um, he also has the Eight of Wands in reverse, which would indicate his life isn't changing, or he's feeling a little stagnant with the Hanged Man. That's really the best thing that I can say. I can't get into, he thinks that she's nicer or smarter or, like, it's just that's negative and it goes nowhere. Anytime you're in a situation with a third party, if you keep looking at yourself like you're in competition or you need to be the chosen one, you're not going to get picked. It's just that's how the energy works. The person who is more independent, that doesn't need the other person, that doesn't long desire, obsess over the person, that's the person that gets the attraction. It's just how energy works. And it's a shame because I get so many of these questions and I just don't think I explain it right because I keep getting the same questions. Like, who does he like better, me or her? Well, if you're going to put yourself in a situation where you, because see, you're giving him, like, he's got the power. Like, what does he think of me? What does he think of her? That means that he's doing the choosing, not you. You have to be coming from the position of being chosen. And if you don't like what you see, you have to be willing to walk away from it. I don't know if I explain it right because, like I said, I get this question all the time. It's just, it's a very vulnerable place for you to put yourself in when your worth is based on whether or not somebody else is more important than you. And that's what this question says. Like, if he likes her more than me, then I'm not going to be with him. But why would he like her more than you? Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know if I explained it right because this question comes up all the time. Yeah, it's just, it's the way energy works. It's like the person that's reliable and always there and is usually the person that's least desired. There's an air of mystery that we find to be very attractive as humans. And if you're focused on the third party, you give that person a lot of energy and makes them very important. Kiki, did Zach, oh wait, I skipped Mustafa. If I keep up with the spiritual practices I'm currently doing and add more spiritual practices that I'm thinking of, when will I open my third eye and become clairvoyant? This winter, before the end of the year. You could have a huge breakthrough before the end of the year. I would say just keep doing what you're doing. Kiki, how did Zach feel when he looked into my eyes? He thinks that you two have a good connection, like a soulmate connection, or a spiritual connection. There's no doubt that he feels that when he looks into your eyes. There's no doubt. Let me answer this one for Kay because I saw it earlier and I never got to it at the earlier stream. Will I get called for an interview for the job that I have in mind? You will. You got the sun. Yep. Shaylin, what's the outcome of the conversation that we're going to have? Well, the energy around this situation is the timing isn't great. Judgment is in reverse. And there's a lot of burden around the situation. Four of Wands is in reverse, which is also not great. The energy around this conversation isn't so good. I don't know what you're talking about or what the conversation is about, but I would think a little bit more about putting yourself more in a powerful position by not questioning anybody else. Don't even bring anybody into this conversation. So if this conversation is about the last person that we spoke about, I would say focus on yourself and not anything else, because otherwise the energy looks like bad timing, a lot of burden. Four of Wands in reverse would be, it's not a favorable omen when it's in reverse. When it's upright, it is. It's like long-term potential, moving the relationship forward, spending a lot of time at home, upgrading your home. But in reverse, it's not that great. I would say try to focus on you and you being important. You know what? I hope I'm explaining it right. Oh, Slobo, you're Mila. Well, I do think you're going to talk to him. I don't think you have to worry about it. Kira, what's next between... what's next between Leroy and I? Okay. I got some good karma coming to the situation, no longer holding yourself back, feeling like things are like you're prepared for things to move forward quickly. Sun is in reverse, so there's delay when it comes to happiness. So it just might take some time. You might not have all the kinks ironed out just yet, but that's okay. I didn't intend to be in this situation. Well, it depends. See, the third party situations are always interesting because there's a couple of like schools of thought. It's like, um, if you get involved with somebody who you already know is with someone, like this is a boyfriend and girlfriend, and now you're the third party that's going to get involved. You already know what you're dealing with, right? So you're already setting yourself up as being not as important, which is not to say you're not as important, but it's like you're already taking the back seat because you're certain things that you're going to have to put up with that you just have to put up with if you're a third party. However, this is going to sound so fucking shitty. Um, in years of reading people, right? I would much rather somebody be the third party and know what the fuck is going on than be the stupid bitch that thinks that, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's so embarrassing sometimes when I hear that, like, it's usually a woman that's putting up that I got the best boyfriend ever and we're so in love and he loves me so much and look at what he bought for me and this, that, the next thing. And meanwhile, I'm like, yeah, and I read for the girl that he really likes. And you don't know what he's doing behind your back. Like, I think that is so embarrassing. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I would rather the third party. Like, to me, it's like you're in a shitty situation, but you've made the choice to be there. It's not that you're pretending that there's something, you know what I mean? Like, you know what's going on, okay? Like, if you're the third party. If it's the other way around and you're the one that's being cheated on with the third party, then the school of thought around that is more like, well, how did this third party come into fruition? Like, how did we call the third party in? Is it our own doubts and fears? Like I just said, you got the one that's on Facebook with, oh, I have the best boyfriend in the world. He loves me so much, blah blah blah. Well, she doesn't really believe that because anyone that really believes that doesn't have to put up a billboard about it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's like she wants to convince you. So there's a couple of different ways. Like, how are you calling in a third party situation? Is it your own thoughts? And I don't know which role you play or how you ended up in this situation, but I've been in them too. So I'm not throwing stones at anybody. Trust me, because trust me, I've been there more than one occasion. But, and then, like, I would always have to think to myself, like, I mean, not now. Like, I didn't know this stuff back then. I didn't start to learn this stuff. Like, if I would have known this back then, I would have changed my thoughts around the situation because I really would get obsessed with, well, what about me? What about me? What about me? And I always put myself in the situation like, well, why doesn't he want to be with me? With me? How come not me? That puts you in the victim position. Well, you're being victimized by the situation, and you always want to come out the victor. You don't want to come out as being victimized by the situation that you may have put yourself into, like I did. Whatever. We've all made these choices. Anyhow. So it's just a different way of thinking of things. And it's interesting because talking to so many different people, it's like some people, they really get mad at themselves. Some people get mad at the other person. And then some people will blame the other third party. So it's interesting to see how different people think. I find it very, very fascinating. Like, I had one woman who said, well, I'm not mad at the other woman at all. It's not her fault, it's his fault. And I think that usually I'll hear women say, like, they go after the other woman. But anyhow. Anyways, but that's for all of us to work on the way that we feel about ourselves and what we're willing to put up with and what we won't put up with. And how did I wind up in this situation? Jess, are Merrick and Marilyn currently in communication or seeing each other? Okay, let's see. I would say, yeah, they could be. Four of Wands is positive. The Ace of Wands is passion. Yeah, and if one of them is a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, I would say yes. They are at least in communication. Kiki, would Casey choose me or Jasmine Rodriguez? Okay. Once again, you put yourself in a situation where you need to be chosen, you're not going to get chosen. It's just not, it won't happen. But let me look at the situation. Now, see, unsuccessful. And even if you were to be persistent and you don't get a new beginning, you got to get out of that. You have to get out of the mentality of who are they going to choose, me or her. Otherwise, you have to be the one choosing, right? You have to be the one who is like, I'm choosing you to be with me, not who is he going to pick, me or her. Because if you get into that mentality, then you don't get chosen. Anna, why is Christopher not answering me? Okay. Oh, he could be having a big fucking argument with somebody for real. He's got the King of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Five of Wands around him right now. And he's prepared for this argument. He may be really have somebody in his life that he's arguing with, and there's stress and anxiety around him. That's why he's not answering. He may be in the middle of a huge argument, or he may have had, this may have been going on for a couple of days. Six of Swords. He may be moving on to greener pastures. There may be somebody that he's just arguing with, and he's cutting them out of his life. That person could be a Capricorn. He's got a Capricorn around him. He also has a Scorpio around him. But yeah, he's got some shit going on right now. That's why you're not hearing from him. Priscilla, what does Antonio feel about our connection? He feels slow and steady wins the race. He thinks that there's stability around the connection, but I don't know that he's moving forward. It doesn't look like he's putting in any effort right now. I mean, I don't know where you are in the situation, but it's like Two of Pentacles is in reverse, which is like unbalanced. And I'm so frustrated with him not answering me or texting me, but if I do the same, he's mad too. I keep saying it. People have to learn how to communicate better. If he's not communicating with you and this is an ongoing issue, then that, it's up to you whether you're going to, like, whether you want to stay in a relationship like this. Like, you can't have a double standard in a relationship. It's not fair. Like, if he's not going to answer you, then you don't answer him, then we have no communication here, and what the fuck are we doing? It's either we're in a relationship and, I mean, we answer each other, or we do, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then, like, what it comes back to now is you. Like, why do you want to put up with this? Because, imagine that he was not a romantic interest. Because I have a friend of mine who does this all the time. Like, he won't answer me, and he won't answer me for days. And then, and then I get to the point where I'm like, fuck it. I don't, all right, so don't answer me. Then that's it. I mean, then you're not going to hear from me. And I don't care, and I walk away from it. So what is it about you that keeps you wanting to be in this situation? If you're telling him, I don't like when you don't answer me, and he continues to do it, that's your answer right there, But for some reason, when it comes to matters of the heart, we want to give them extra, like we want to give them extra, why? Like, if it was anyone else, I would be like, well, fuck it already. I mean, how many times do I have to text you? So then that comes back to you, whether or not you want to still deal with it. Because you have a choice to walk away from it. You don't have to be in this. And yeah, like, that's, the older I get, the more I feel that way. Just about people, places, and things. Like, you know what? I don't need to do that anymore. I've done that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been there before. I don't want to be there. Like, it's not fun. So think about that, because everything always comes back to us. Why we're putting up with that. Slobo, why is Diamant is not responding to me when I text? Okay. Okay, he's walked away temporarily. The Lover's card is in reverse. I don't know if you guys had a breakup or you had a fight or something like that. So my thing here is that if you're reaching out to somebody who's ignoring you at like for like a reason, like if there really was a breakup and you guys decided to take time apart, my suggestion would be to not reach out to him. You got to give him a little bit of space, because the more you text him, the more resistance you're starting to build, because he's not answering. Now, if you give it a week, give it 10 days, and then you reach out to him, you may get a different response. But if you continuously text somebody who's not answering you, like, it's not going to make them answer you any faster. It's going to build resistance around the situation. So I would pull your energy back, give it a little bit of space, and then we'll see what happens. Balance could come into this situation relatively quickly. So he may not be answering you now, but things could change. You got the Chariot here. Things could move forward. Things could change, and you could have success around the situation. But I think that that's a huge thing. It's like, if you're not getting a response from someone, pull your energy way back, because once you start putting in all this energy and texting and calling and calling and calling, it really throws the relationship out of balance, and then it's like it's hard to get it back into balance. It builds a lot of resistance. It's like he's not answering you, so stop texting. Just give it time, and he'll notice when you disappear, but he's not going to notice if you keep texting. Kiki, when will Zach unblock and start talking to me on text? Month of October. It should be in the month of October. Sylvia, Wesley's current feelings towards me. Wesley's current feelings towards me. Thinks that you're grounded, stable, reliable, always growing, transforming. Thinks that you're attractive, kind, funny, spontaneous, intuitive, intelligent, and creative. Sylvia, how would W feel if I got with someone else? Regretful and anxious. Would not be happy. Would definitely not be happy. Anna, how would Christopher feel if I got with someone else? Would he let me go? Okay, let's see. I think he would let you go. You got the star card, which is a wish, which is positive, and two aces. 70% chance, yes, he would let you go. And with the wish card, yeah. I think he's got a lot of shit going on in his life, and he just can't add anything else to it. And if you moved on with your life, I mean, I don't think he would be happy with it, but I think that he would think that it was probably best for you. Sango, does Zem get jealous when he thinks about me being with other people? Oh, yeah. Three aces. Kid's really pissed. Sammy, what is B doing? I thought our energy was great this week. Um, okay, let's see. The energy this week was good. You've got feeling prepared and you got fiery passion. You also have the Four of Wands, which is like a long-term potential with this situation. So let's see, what is he doing? What is B doing? You know what? You should start to see the fruits of your labor come into fruition. You are going to have choices, though. Look at that. Things change with this situation for the better quickly. I don't know what he's doing right now. If he's acting a little funny, it's going to pass. The Knight of Cups and Love Cup being full, and the Nine of Cups, a wish, put it out into the universe. Things should improve. If you're going through a sticky kind of a moment, it's just a moment. I wouldn't worry about it too much right now because it looks like things get back on track pretty quickly. Sarah, love. You've got the love cup full. When you walk away from something that no longer serves you, the love cup is full, brings in a Sagittarius. If you're not with anyone right now, if you are with someone right now, current relationship comes into balance and you start to feel like peace and serenity around the situation. It looks like your love life is moving forward pretty quickly. You've got good karma coming to you. You've got a wish coming to you. If you're not with anyone right now, there's an Aquarius coming in. You got options. And Aquarius is Sagittarius, and you also have a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Talia, may I have a general for tomorrow? Okay. Starting a new journey tomorrow, and the Lovers. So this energy is kind of like a spontaneous new beginning around a soulmate and feeling well respected. Feeling successful and hard work, Eight of Pentacles. So you can maybe working hard at your job, or you could be picking up another area of study or learning some kind of a new skill tomorrow. But the energy tomorrow is pretty decent. Kira, if I walked away from Leroy, what would happen? You've got a lot of stuff going on. Okay. If first of all, it shows here that you're undecided. So you haven't made the decision to walk away. But let's just say hypothetically you do walk away. Because you could at some point. You do have the Eight of Cups here. You might get to the point where you have enough and you decide that's it, I'm walking away. So it looks like if that should happen, you've got another relationship coming in. Might not happen the next day. It may take a little bit of time, but somebody else comes in. You've got a Pisces. You have a Capricorn. New love interest. A Taurus. Love cup is full. And you're stronger for it. So Ace of Swords. Laying down the law, setting up boundaries, and feeling like you're a little bit more in the driver's seat. If you walk away from him, it's like your life is moving forward and your self-esteem, like I'm not saying that he gives you low self-esteem or anything like that, but it's like if you were to walk away from him and other people start coming in, you feel like you have more choices, you feel like you're calling the shots a little bit more, and you kind of turn a corner where you're like, well, maybe I put up with that situation for a little bit too long. It doesn't look, I haven't seen him show up yet. So if you walk away, he may not come looking for you so fast. So just keep that in mind. If you walk away from him, he may let you go this time because he a lot has gone on here and he hasn't shown up. So just, keep that in mind. Be very sure that that's what you want if you decide to do it. Thing is, and the truth is that all of us sometimes stay in situations that we shouldn't be in for too long. I'm not saying that's the case. You have free will to make your own decision. But if you're staying in a situation that's already exhausted itself, you're holding yourself back. You're blocking off somebody else from coming into your life. You're also holding up his life, which is then also holding up the other person's life, right? So like, it's a butterfly effect. And I think most people are not good at letting go. Some people, like, they're okay with it, and they're okay with like going from one person to the next. I think most of us don't like to do that. Um, but like a lot of things would change for a lot of people quickly if all of us started to walk away from situations, not even just relationships, jobs, family members, friends, houses, apartments. You know what I mean? Like, so many things would change quicker for so many people. But like, when you're stuck in the situation, then your new person isn't coming in, his new person isn't coming in, which means then his new person is stuck, and wherever, whatever they're supposed to be doing, like they're stuck, and then everybody is just stuck. So it's something to think about. If you do decide to walk away, though I don't think he's going to come after you so fast this time. Darlene, love for the next month and a half. Being in the right place at the right time could bring in a Cancer that offers you a new beginning. You might be moving on to greener pastures and leaving things in the past that no longer serve you. Brings in a new journey. You also have a Scorpio here. Things change for you quickly. If you're no longer holding yourself back, you have great transformation that comes in around your love life with long-term potential. Kira, love this week and weekend. Love interest. You got the love cup full. You've got forward movement in your love life. Being at the right place at the right time. You could be starting a new journey, or your love life can change for the better quickly with the Eight of Wands. I think it's pleasant from right now right through the weekend. Feeling prepared. Love life moves forward nice. Love, Olivia. No communication. General between me and Abel. I pulled back. Okay. No communication. You should hear from him out of the blue. You pulled your energy back, and he's been thinking about things. He's been kind of focused on it, and it's made him mildly nervous. You did the right thing. You're going to hear from him, I think. It might not be constant communication, but it may be a beginning, and you might start to see a little bit more from him. Goddess, what could I expect to shift or a change to happen? This winter. Diamonds, beginning of the winter. Anna, what does Christopher want with me in the near future? Well, he feels like there's a couple of things that are going on here. He feels like right now the timing isn't great. It also feels like for him, like things are slow, or he's looking either for a slowdown, or the relationship itself is going to come to a slowdown. The devil is here, so there's a devil around this situation that interferes. It could be a substance, it could be a person, it's some kind of an earthly pleasure, usually the devil. Fool is in reverse, which means if it hasn't been exposed, whatever this demon is going to be exposed, and there's no going back. It's something we have to deal with now. The cat's out of the bag. That's it. We have to deal with it moving forward. It does look like at some point he might want to have a new beginning, but it doesn't look like he's there yet with this. It looks like he's got a mess here to deal with. And the Chariot and the Judgment card in reverse is like a slowdown and bad timing around a situation with you or your current relationship. He's got to deal with this devil, the Fool in reverse, and then you could get a new beginning. Anjali, will A be K if I start seeing others and let me go? Yes, you got 3 aces. If somebody is not giving you what you want, the best thing you can do is walk away. And because you know what, one of two things is going to happen, and they're both positive. You walk away, you meet somebody else, your life moves forward, and you're no longer waiting around for something that's fucking stagnant and that you're driving yourself nuts over. And number two, the person takes notices and realizes what's gone on and they start to put in more effort. If you decide to walk away from this person, your life will move forward quickly. But he could come back looking to, get back in your good graces, and then at that point, it's your choice. Statistically speaking, I would say that most people that I've read for, once their life moves forward, they don't look back. I mean, I had one girl, this poor girl. I mean, I talk to her all the time. I spoke to her today. Um, she dated this guy, and I used to say to her, I'm like, this guy's a fucking tool. Because he used to lie to her, like, and make up these crazy stories that were just not true. And I don't think at all that he was a bad guy. I think he wanted her to think he was cheating, but he wasn't. Like, there was just nothing. And he used to make up these crazy stories that I used to be like, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. Anyway, so when they broke up, or when they were going through a rough time, um, and I was reading the cards for her, I was like, oh, you're going to meet someone new. And this is, my timing happened to be good here. I don't feel like timing is great for anybody. I don't care who reads the cards, but just happened to be that I don't know why. I said the card showed February, you're going to meet someone. Sure enough, February, she meets someone. And I'm not like, no relationship's 100% perfect, but um, this guy is like, he is so good to her. And like, it's just such a healthy relationship as compared to this other guy that used to lie about things that weren't like, it's like, why would you want her to think that you're cheating on her when you're not? Like, how, right? I used to be like, I can't with this guy. Um, so what he did, of course, after she moved on, of course, this tool kept coming back, and he was, I can't believe you don't want to be with me, that kind of crap. And she didn't go back to him, but I mean, and now, I mean, this guy, I mean, he's really like, the kind of guy that calls when he's supposed to call, shows up when he's supposed to show up. It's not like things have not come up and he has maybe had to reschedule. That happens in everyone's life. But I mean, the guy's done everything right, and there was no way that she was going to go back to that other clown. So the one thing is that if you do make that decision, your life will move forward and you will be happy. I mean, some of the things that she used to, I used to be like, it's like, do you even need to ask me if that's true? Because I think it's not. It's all about my eyes. He's home on the couch, he passed out. He asked you to do something. Yeah. You know, I don't know why guys do that, but I've had that happen to me before too. Or, I'll come over early in the morning, but then meanwhile, it goes out drinking the night before, and like early in the morning now is the middle of the afternoon. Yeah. But once again, that comes back to us that we're willing to put up with that. And I was willing to put up with that. Um, I mean, he might legitimately be tired. I don't know what's been going on around him, but he's got like a mini tower moment. He also has walking away from something. Um, he may be a little bit stressed out. He could be a little bit worn out. Like, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt today. Like, I feel like he's in the middle of a nightmare, and it may be taking a toll on him. April, energy for next week. Good karma. Next week should be pretty decent. You got some good karma coming in. You got celebration coming in. The energy next week is kind of like even keeled, stable, but good karma. Slow bow. I did the spell jars, ammonia in the sweet jar. Are they going to work? The sweet jar usually takes a long time to work. It's like slow and steady with that. Ammonia jars usually work really fast. And they're so easy to do. Yes, they're going to work. The ammonia jars tend to work fast, and they're so simple. Mel, you could close them, thanks. April, Jeremy's intentions and actions. Well, he's not going to hold himself back, and this relationship should grow and transform, and balance should come back to the situation. So I think you guys are going to start to move forward. More communication could be coming in. You may be seeing him. You got here the love interest card. There's more to come. All right, I think I'm done with the super chats. So while I wait, Mel, I think you got 2 questions. I will answer some of these guys I haven't gotten to. Nina B, general for the end of the year. You've got passion coming in, love coming in, enhanced intuition coming in, financial stability coming in, anxiety, arguments move into the past. So you've been having arguments with anyone. Someone from your past may be returning, and you may be thinking about going back to school before the end of the year. Julissa, what zodiac sign is my next love? Fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. I would say Sagittarius if I had to choose one. Black screen. How will she, the Pisces, react if I text her that I really missed her? Okay. You would be, divine timing would definitely give you a new beginning. I think that you would be okay. Can't find anybody else here. Rambo, general. You got life moves forward slow and steady, but it takes you to greener pastures. It looks like somebody from your past may be returning. Could be an old friend that may be an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. It also looks like you might be taking some time with the Hermit, turning in, thinking about like what you want, what you need for your life to move forward. You also may be thinking about going back to school for something, or if you are in school, there may be a particular area of study that you're interested in that you may decide to study. It also looks like you have a wish, put that out into the universe with the star card. Go back. Mel, will Dora ever apologize? Okay, let's see. Well, I get a 33% chance, yeah, she could apologize, but it looks like there's a lot of disappointment around the situation for you. The one good thing here, you know what? I'm going to say that at some point she will apologize because the Seven of Cups is in, Seven of Pentacles is in reverse, which would be the fruits of your labor. You know, they start to come into harvest. I think that after a period of you feeling very disappointed in her, she does apologize at some point. I wouldn't, you know, hold your breath for it, but Seven of Pentacles in reverse is a little bit more promising. Mustafa, will I catch up on the work that I'm behind in my finances and accounting classes? Okay. 5, 6, 7. Yes, well prepared. You're well prepared to do what you got to do to get this done. Yes, I think that you're going to do just fine. When you set your mind to it, you're well prepared, balance comes back, and you get your shit done. Sue, will Mayo send interview by November? Yeah, I think that you're going to get it. I think that you're going to get it. I really do. I'll just keep ignoring her until I get my apology and make her mad by remaining close with her sister and not her. Updated love. Is that the one that asked you for the ride today? Yeah, right? Love life changes for the better quickly. Being at the right place at the right time. You got the Temperance card here. So you may need to have patience with your love life. Or it could be Sagittarius may be entering. Anyhow, moving on, you've got growth and transformation around your love life. Walking away from things that no longer serve you take you to the next level. 3 of Cups, something to celebrate around your love life. Possibly with a new love interest. You have a Libra here as well. Damn, you got choices. Choices come in. You may be undecided exactly what you want to do with your love life moving forward, but it's not going to be boring. You're going to have plenty of opportunities. Good luck comes in around your love life. 3 of Cups, celebration around your love life, and you're calling the shots, nobody else. I think you have a new love interest coming in, or there's a new love interest around you. I think you said that, though, earlier. That I think things could move forward with. Okay, that's it. We're done, right? I think I got them all. All right. I am going to go. I will be back on tomorrow. And if anybody needs private, you can always email me. I should be around. Yeah, tomorrow I'll be around. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you all. Have a great night. Bye-bye.